giveaway on this YouTube channel, Big Collectibles, and we are looking at Hit Monkeys. It's dropping tomorrow. I'm sorry. Yes, tomorrow. 14 hours, 1 minute, $6.99 usual price, and you already know that this book right here, I'm sure you've already heard that it has an extremely low mint count. You're talking about 10,000 right here. I'm going to go ahead and put my face right next to it so you can see where it is. Now, by the end of this video, you're going to discover what kind of value we can expect from this book. We've got a show coming out, so there's a lot of hype going on with this. Now, the hype leading up to a show or leading up to a movie release, you got a lot of hype leading up to it, okay? So let's go ahead and try to, by the end of this video, you're going to discover what I think we're going to go with this. And everybody, we're just going to go ahead and review some information. Now, this video is being promoted by Dokta Strange, link in the description. Check him out. Super dope. Now, add him to the rotation, something fresh. Okay? So, we got to mention one other thing. The big collectible giveaway, right? We are going to be having that within the next week. I am consulting some the usual suspects from the channel, so that way we are all going to participate all at once, so that way we can have the more the merrier, right? We're going to have a big old party, so we're talking about it. So don't fret, we hit the 1K, so you got to give me 7 days so I can go ahead and organize everything, because I don't want to be the only one there talking, and we want to have a big extravaganza. So let's go ahead and see what we're working with right here in this comic book right here, Hit Monkeys. All right. Right now we're looking at cover price. And look, cover price doesn't have it listed. I just wanted to show this so that way you guys, you know what, maybe you guys, I went looking for it, could not find it in cover price. All right. So let's go ahead and see. I did find it in the next best one. And there it is. Go Collect. Go Collect is definitely one of my favorite. Cover Price and Go Collect are my two favorite sites that I like to go to for comic book values. We were looking at a 2010 book. All right, it was, what was it, $4, $3.99. There it is, $3.99. All right, obviously Marvel. So right here, I can't see any of the graded prices on cover price because I don't have a paid subscription anymore, but I found that on eBay. Let's go ahead and take a look. Right here, we've got this one. Looks like it's in really good condition. This one is, you can see on the staple, a little bit of cracking, a little bit of whitening. In the upper left-hand corner, you got a little bit of whitening there. $100 book here. I went back and I went through and I saw this book in similar condition, was selling it back in August for about $20. And it's jumped up because of obviously the news of what's happening. So you're looking at right now best offer. This was a best offer. You can see here a best offer. You can see another one sold for $60, but that one, it was not in the greatest condition. It wasn't as mint as this one. So I didn't want to go ahead and show that one because it's it wasn't mint. All right. So you're looking at something in a decent condition, about $100. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at something else here in Veve. Something interesting. So we're in Veve, and we know it's a 10,000 mint count. Let's look at the different covers right here. Let's pick our favorite. The Secret Rare is my favorite. Easy. I mean, it's not even close. That Secret Rare is hotness. Love it. So I'm going to go ahead and compare this to another comic book. If you guys forgot, we have another comic book that was with the same mint number of 10,000. So let's go to market. Let's go ahead and go click on comics, and let's find that first appearance of Kang, Avengers 8. So let's keep scrolling and see where we are. I love the way they did the comic books now. It's a lot easier to find the comic books, whereas before you had to find each individual cover. Now you just find the common cover and you're good. So wow, of course it was because I just recently was looking at it. So Avengers 8. Okay, we've got Kang the Conqueror. Let's go ahead and look at the common. So we can see right here, this is selling for $218. What is the mint count on this? You can see right there on the bottom here, the editions, 10,000, same editions. So I'm going to go ahead and look at the price. We're looking at floor price of 208. I'm sorry, wow. I'm going crazy. $218. So $218 for this one, mint count, first appearance of Kang. This is an iconic, very iconic book. Avengers issue 8. What is Avengers issue 8 going for? All right, so we're looking at Avengers issue 8 right here. This is a 1964 book. It's an oldie, a beauty. I mean, that's one of a physical book I don't have. You can see here that it's you know what, recently it's gone down. I mean, that's nothing. You can say there's no change. You're looking at a 9.8 at 16,500 in real life for this book. Let's go ahead and go back to this one. But look, the mint count is what is, you know, 16,000 book in real, $16,000 book, you know, but you got to look at the mint count. The mint count here is gonna on the actual hit monkey is going to drive up the price. So I'm gonna say, look, the Avengers 8 mint count of 10K with the same mint count. I really do think that this one right here is going to be because of the show really popping off. I really think that the common is gonna sell for $250. I think the common is gonna sell for $250, and the success of the show is going to dictate where that $250 goes. Now, if you're a gambling man or girl and you want to go ahead and hodl and hold it, and because you think the show's going to do well, then by all means, you can that $250, what I'm predicting at $250 right now, can go up. Now, if the show doesn't do well, then it's going to go down. But think about it. Avengers 8, first appearance of Kang. Look, that happened in 1964. The comic, the real comic book is several $1,000s. And that's $218, same mint count. So I think this is gonna see some love because of the show, and you know it's gonna bring some hype. But I really do think if I had to bet money, and I could be wrong, but now this is my opinion, not a financial advisor, but you make your own decisions. But just looking at Avengers 8, first appearance of Kang, you know, you're looking at, you know, $12, $13, $14, $15,000 book. This and Veve 10,000 mint count sells for $220, $218. I think that this right here will settle down after 2-3 months. I think this is gonna be a couple of hundred, you know, maybe somewhere around 200, maybe 180, maybe 200, maybe 220. I think that's where it's gonna settle in at. That's my opinion for the common because it's such a low mint count. All right, so now if you jump in the marketplace and you see good prices on the common for, let's just say $50, $80, I think that's a buy. Again, like I said, this book is such a low mint count. Do not go in and get lucky and get that book and say, oh, I'm going to sell it for $20, $30 because that's what typically the commons will go for right away. Type of thing, or maybe even less. Some, you know, look at today's Amazing Spider-Man is selling for $9. So do not do that mistake. This should be at least right now with that mint count, with the show and everything, minimum $200 minimum. So that's my opinion though. Okay. So I'm thinking if I go and I see this in the secondary market for 100, 120, 125, 130, I'm going to buy that. That's just me though. That's me. You do what you want. I could be completely wrong, but I'm just comparing something, you know. You got to factor in the mint counts are the same, but you got to factor in the show and you've got to factor in the hype. But this is something that I'm not going to hold long term, in my opinion. I could be wrong. This show could be the next thing, you know, next best thing to sliced bread. You know, look at Scarlet Witch and WandaVision and Vision and whatnot. That did really well. The physical books for the first appearance of Wanda and all that they saw a lot of love, and it was sustained. Okay, But now you got to gamble. Is that show going to be good? Is the show going to be bad? Or what have you?
Just like your dog, kill some evil people that totally deserve to die. Because it's your destiny.
Let's watch the trailer, man.
Hey, business or pleasure? Oh, that's a great question. When you love what you do. Such a hard one to answer, really. Whoa! I wouldn't do that if I were you. I don't want to make it weird, but you and me, we're connected.
Interesting.
Told you this was going to get weird. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like a ghost leash. I'm just trying to wrap my head around what's going on. This is a goddamn nightmare. You gotta find the assholes who did this.
Hey there.
And do this to them. You look like a badass. I never thought a 6-inch inseam would turn me on.
All right, look.
We get it. You're the conflicted killer. What the hell?
Crazy.
We have evidence. It's time we put an end to this.
That monkey saved my life.
How do you know he wasn't there to kill you? Another hit on his list.
Ninja, samurai, monkey with
Your
guns.
code? You're only going to kill killers. Do you really want to fight with one hand tied behind your back?
Okay. I'm just gonna fast forward, right? Okay, look. Interesting. Look, I stick to what I said. Look, I'm gonna stick to what I said. You know, I'm gonna compare it to Kang, and I'm gonna say, you know, same mint count. It should be, you know, worth the same as Kang. Now you know you got the show, so you got to factor that in. So that's why I'm gonna, you know, bump it up if anything to 250. If the show does extremely well, then obviously the demand's gonna go up, so the value on that book is gonna go up. But you've got to make your decision. You know, is that really gonna happen? I'm gonna bank on, you know what, 200 to 250. If I see one, you know, all the way up to 150. 60. I think it's a buy in my opinion. So just wanted to go ahead and look at that. Compare it to Kang's first appearance, Avengers issue 8, and to see the physical book, see what that's selling for. And so you know, you can put all those things in perspective. It's $100 book. In real life, it's you know, several $1,000 book for the Kang's first appearance, but you've got the show. The show is going to drive up a lot of demand, a lot of hype. So I'm going to put them as the same value as as each other for the common, and all the way through uncommon and the rares and the super secret rares and all that. I could be completely wrong, but that's just my guess. All right, let me know in the comment section what you think. Like I said, I'm thinking the common is going to be between 2 and 250. My opinion. All right. Good luck in all your investment decisions and all your collectible purchases. Let them all be profitable.